I think the plan is, by the time MLP is hosted here, to actually have stairs. We're up here on top of one of the new casitas at the Austin Pickle Ranch. This will be the home of Major League Pickleball in less than a week. And it doesn't quite look like it now, but if there's anybody who can get it done, it's this man right here. This is Tim Klitch, my dad. He is the Chief Fun Officer of the Austin Pickle Ranch. He is the pickle boss. Dad, what are we looking at out here?
Well, this is my first time up on top of this shipping container that we had made just for this purpose. And I gotta admit, the view is pretty sweet from here. And so, if you want to pan a little bit,
I'll do all the panning in post.
Okay,
yeah,
all right, good. So basically, we're right behind Championship Court, and so we're on one of our luxury suites. We're gonna have courtside seating over there with about 700 people off to the right. The bleachers coming in Monday and Tuesday. We're gonna do reserved courtside seating over on the left. So we'll have about 200 spots there, 700 spots there, 40 or 50 spots up here, and then VIP seating back there. We got a VIP lounge under that covered area over there, grandstand court over there, and I gotta admit, I think we killed it on the grandstand court. I love the way the kind of natural amphitheater looks. We took rock out that was here and just repositioned it. And I think the look at the AstroTurf, it's almost matching the color of the court just perfectly. The Pickle Ranch, we kind of like the purple backcourt and the green surround. And then we did a little special touch just for the ranchers as we put blue kitchen paint in. And I think one of the key things, you know, I love the look of Orlando, but it was not very TV friendly, viewer friendly, or even fan friendly.
It was very memorable. You got to give him credit for that. I've tweeted this and I've kind of been talking to people about this. Like, for as much crap as we gave it, when you see a clip from MLP Orlando, you're like, that's MLP Orlando. Yeah.
And so, you know, I get a lot of people who walk back here and go, what was this, a school? And I'm like, no, man, this was this is the former home of Golfsmith, which was at a time back in the early teens. I think it was $1 billion revenue company that went bankrupt, unfortunately. And so we've taken over the inside. We got 16 indoor courts. We're hosting a PPA amateur event. The sounds you're hearing in the background, which unfortunately from our elevation, we're exactly hitting the shade area for the former driving range that was here. So I can't see all the pro volleyball going on behind us, but we're having the Austin ATX Beach Cities Challenge. And we've got teams from Phoenix, Denver, Salt Lake City, Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston. And so next weekend during MLP, we're going to have the amateur PPA going on inside, MLP outside on these two courts, pro 15,000 purse pro volleyball tournament, and music and entertainment. And I just think this is a really unique place. I mean, the good thing is for us, you can kind of hear a little bit of the hum in the background. We're about 1,000 feet off of I-35, which, you know, when the wind's blowing in a certain direction, the sound's a little louder, but it's almost better for us to have that background noise so that, you know, as the people are cheering and we're getting rowdy, we're not going to bother any neighbors.
We've got the white noise machine for the baby, so it's kind of a similar thing there.
Right behind these other two casitas behind Grandstand Court is we're putting in the world's largest cowbell. And so we're pouring the footer for that today. And I don't actually know the weight of it. We've looked at the world's largest, and it's like 6,000 pounds. So we're going to be heavier and bigger than that one. It's going to be 17, 18 feet tall.
And you've done your research too. There's one in Bell, Missouri. That's pretty big. I've seen that one.
That's in the Guinness book.
That's in the Guinness book.
There's another one that's about to replace it, and we're going to be bigger than that one that's replacing it. So I got to thank my contractor for helping me find how big it needed to be, because, you know, everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, if you thought the pickleball tour wars were a big deal,
the cowbell wars, we are going to win the cowbell wars. I mean, we're the ranchers at the Austin Pickle Ranch, and we got to own that stuff.
So just looking at the layout again, you said this is going to be grandstand court. We've kind of got almost the tiered seating with the grass there, almost like, what's the venue out in California that does that?
You know, I got to admit, Lifetime Fitness, both in San Clemente and Atlanta, does really good kind of terraced stuff, but they bring in cut limestone, and it's very well manicured. And the problem is it's almost so big that when you have 200 people there, it seems empty. And so what we've tried to do is bring the fans closer to the action. You know, I gotta admit, like, we were in Vegas for the PPA tour event, and I think that was almost the perfect layout, except for the venue wasn't ideal and the court surface had some problems.
But in terms of just being there right on the action, like you were like you were there.
I mean, if I whispered something to you, Zane or Fed heard us, and so I like being close to the guys. And since this is a team event, I'm trying to create a venue here where we have home court advantage, and I hope our fans bring a little heat on those chumps from the New Jersey Fives and the Orlando Squeeze.
I want to make Zane cry. I might get ejected. I don't know what the rules are on that. And then also the Dallas Flash are my rivals who I hate. I'm trying my best to get a rivalry started. I feel like MLP really needs big rivalries, not just between players. We've seen that. We saw Tyler Leung and Matt Wright get a little chippy yesterday. We have player rivalries, but what we need is team rivalries. So I'm doing my best to make sure the Dallas Flash know that I hate their guts. And I really, really hope we win. I got my 2 Super Bowls. We got to beat Zane in New Jersey, and we've got to beat Dallas. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to own up to that.
No, I'm with you.
So as far as like some of the other things that we've seen lately be under the microscope, we've seen maybe the courts not being great. We've seen some issues with lights. Like what all can you tell me about the court surface you've done here?
Sure. So we are using the premier contractor in Texas, Cortex Construction. They've done all of our courts, and I can't tell you how good of partners they are. They know how to do a medium broom finish on these courts. They've done a really good job. You can kind of see the first coat of color. We got one more coat. So tomorrow we should be coated and lined. After the last event where there was some conversation about light quality, we're trying really hard to make sure we get enough lumens out here and place them in the right place. But we're using direct lighting, and we've put in all new bulbs, and we're putting new LED fixtures in. So I think we'll be in pretty good shape on the lighting front.
Nice. Is there plans to move inside if needed, or what the backup plans are?
I refuse to do backup plans because losers have backup plans. And so I think we're going to play through the weather no matter what it is. We do have one John's Design and Consulting certified court that is wide enough, long enough, and bright enough. The only challenge is I don't have really a place to put the fans. And I'm hoping we have one of the most rabid and rowdy and largest home fan base because you know, it's time for MLP to take that next step into that next evolution where the home team has a little bit of home field advantage. The sport I would use to compare what I want is a college tennis atmosphere. And, you know, you think of Wimbledon and some of the prim and proper tournaments where you're supposed to be quiet during a point. I'm like, screw that. Let's get in their faces. Let's get a little rowdy. I mean, we all harass the opposing tennis players a little bit. You know, I don't want to cross any lines and get personal. Although I don't mind a little bit of personal as long as it's aimed at, you know, Dylan Frazier, Federico. You know, we play them opening match on Friday, and so let's get personal. I got a little dirt on those guys, so hopefully I can harass them a little bit.
Yeah, you talk about like wanting to grow fan base and having a good fan here. Like you're one of the MLP like OGs. You know, 2021, you were like in there for the first event. Back then, you were the Pickle Ranchers.
How did that just happen? Deskew and Waters playing from behind for most.
And you can see the owner in the background, Klitch, going nuts.
Now you're the Texas Ranchers. You brought in the new ownership team to help you kind of grow the brand and stuff. But like your community you built here, Austin Pickle Ranch. Have you talked to your members? Are you going to have a lot of people coming out that are excited about this?
Yeah, a lot of our members are kind of like our rank and file members are probably between 2.5 to 3.5 duper ratings, and so they don't necessarily all follow the pro game as much as the higher rated players do. But I think they're really going to get excited at being the home court for an exciting event like this. I think until you go and watch the pros in a competitive environment, up close and personal, you don't understand how good these guys really are. You watch it on YouTube, and it's like, yeah, that's not that great. But like when you're so close that the sweat off of their arm is flying on you, and you're getting hit by shanked mishits, and you're seeing the looks on their faces, and I mean, these pros take this stuff seriously. They want to win, and so I think this game just needs to touch more people in person and make this team connection to kind of build on the viewership, because we got a great participation for it. We just got to build the viewership.
Sorry, my hands are getting tight. My arm's going all wobbly.
Here, let me hold it for
Yeah.
you, Matt. I got it.
Yeah,
the old man's going to be the.
I forgot my tripod, so we're just doing
what
this.
kind of a podcaster doesn't bring his tripod? Yeah, I got a thing in a holster on his hip. But I will say, I did spring for a new pair of boots. I've got my sheriff's badge,
Big old belt buckle.
big old belt buckle, and of course rocking the cowboy hat.
Yeah,
and I don't care how hot it is. I'm wearing my jeans out here because I'm making a statement that the ranchers are here, and we're taking this stuff serious.
It's going to be match point. It's going to be like really quiet. A hush falls over the crowd, and then you'll hear the jingle jangle of him walking down.
In my Spurs.
You'll know it's him coming in his Spurs.
Yeah. Well, maybe now's a good time to take a break.
Yeah.
The generator for the welder is going off. All right, we have lines on the courts. We have bleachers going up. This is a courtside seating here, and then this is reserved courtside over here. And then I'm standing in the what will be the VIP area. You can see the stairs getting built up onto the shipping container. So things are looking pretty interesting out here.
Hey vlog, Ben, Caleb, Ryan, we're here Tuesday, a few days before the action. It's gonna be cool. Hopefully this gets in the vlog. Any other notes, boys? Wow, really good vloggers.
Matt's wife, Megan. Never seen, rarely mentioned. I'm here at the Pickle Ranch the night before MLP Austin. I'm on the parking team, making sure everything goes nice and smoothly tomorrow. So I'm here to make sure everything looks good. Maybe harass my father-in-law, Tim, and try to get some behind the scenes footage for you guys.
All right, we're loading up the signs and placing them. They'll all be hand placed by one Klitch or the other. How are you feeling, Tim?
My back is killing me. I'm getting too old for this crap.
I'm being very helpful.
Okay, back in my car. Too much of a wimp to vlog in public like Matty Pickles. We tried placing the signs, then it started to lightning and thunder and the rain got crazy. So the signs, they have not gone up yet. They will be up. It will be very clear where to park. I know this is the hard-hitting information that everybody needs. So I'm looking forward to seeing everyone. And I know no one knows me, but you know, I'll be there. Bye.